Welcome back, boys and girls, to another lesson with Miss Brown. Today's lesson is going to be all about how to write an essay. So before you can start this lesson, you should have already completed parts 1 and part 2 of how to write a paragraph. Because to write a quality essay, you need to have 5 quality paragraphs. So if you haven't done that, please go back and do those 2 videos first so that you understand the terms that I'm going to be using today. So, as you remember from last week, I showed you how to write a paragraph, and our topic was favorite school subjects. So the title, My Favorite School Subjects, remember we had 5 sentences. The first sentence was our topic sentence, what the whole thing is about. So there are 3 subjects that I enjoy in school. Remember that you must indent. Every new paragraph you must indent. Then we had 3 supporting detail sentences. Introduced by transition words. So first we talked about reading because we can learn helpful comprehension skills. Next we talked about art because you get to be creative. Finally we talked about math because you get to learn many operations. And then our 5th sentence, our closing sentence. These are just some of the subjects that make school a blast. So if we were going to write an essay, this is our first paragraph of our essay. To write the second paragraph, we have to go to the first supporting detail, and we're going to expand that. The exact same way that we wrote this paragraph, we're going to do the same for paragraph number 2. So, on this page, I have the title. It says paragraph 2, and I have supporting detail number 1. This is our first supporting detail. So, I like reading because we learn helpful comprehension skills. So for paragraph 2, this is going to be our topic sentence, what the whole thing is about. Now we have to think of 3 reasons why reading can be helpful. What are we learning in reading? Remember, comprehension just means that you understand. So what skills are we learning that will help us understand? So I came up with 3. I think that context clues helps improve your comprehension skills. I think that text features helps improve your comprehension skills. And learning how to summarize helps improve your comprehension skills. Okay, why? Do you remember why? Can you think of how context clues can help you? What are context clues? So remember, you might be reading along in a passage. You come to some words you've never seen before, and the clues around that word are context clues. They help give you hints to what that unknown word means. Text features, these are things like the glossary, like the table of contents, like your captions, like your diagrams, your maps. These are all features that you will find in a nonfiction text that help you understand. So it's important to know the layout of a book, text features. Summarizing, remember we talked about the 5 W's? So the 5 W's, who, what, where, when, and why. If you can pull those out of a passage, those are the most important parts, and they will help your comprehension skills. Make sense so far? Okay, so just like before, we're going to write a paragraph, but this is our topic sentence, and we have to create 3 new supporting details. 1, 2, and 3. So, last time I gave you some basic transition words. I'm going to give you 3 new transition words or phrases today. First of all, in addition, and lastly. So these are going to introduce our supporting details. Are you ready to see how this goes? Let's begin. Okay, so I'm getting ready to write out our second paragraph for our essay, paragraph number 2. So, topic sentence is going to be, reading class is one of my favorite subjects because we learn comprehension skills that help us. So that's what I'm going to write for my first sentence. So here I wrote our topic sentence. Reading class is one of my favorite subjects because we learn comprehension skills that help us. So our whole paragraph 2 is going to be talking about reading class, just reading class and comprehension skills. So, topic sentence, next we're going to go on to supporting detail number 1. So we need our transition word or phrase. So first of all, we need to put a comma. Now do you remember what the first supporting detail was? Let's flip over. The first supporting detail talks about context clues. Now we have to say why we like context clues and how it supports our comprehension. So my sentence is going to be, first of all, context clues help us to figure out the meaning of new words. So at this point, you can put me on pause. You can write down the topic sentence. Make sure that you indent. So this is going to be your model sentence for when you do your own paragraph. Okay, so here is supporting detail number 1. First of all, context clues help us to figure out the meanings of new words. So we have 2 sentences so far. We're going to introduce our second detail, our second supporting detail with the transition in addition. Now, do you remember which next detail we're going to be talking about? Let's flip back. We're going to be talking about text features. So the sentence that I'm going to come up with, text features. In addition, text features help us find and understand certain parts of a nonfiction text. In addition, text features help us find and understand certain parts of a nonfiction text. So remember, everything that we discuss, it must always go back to the topic sentence. And remember, we're sticking to our topic. Our topic is that reading class. We really enjoy it because we can learn different comprehension skills. So each detail has to be talking about something that helps us learn comprehension skills. You have to stick to your topic. Okay, last transition word, lastly. It's going to be introducing our last detail. Lastly, we use the 5 W's to help us summarize the most important parts of a passage. We are almost done. So this was our third supporting detail. Lastly, we use the 5 W's to help us summarize the most important parts of a passage. That helps with our understanding. So pulling out the important bits. Okay, so are we done? Nope, not yet, because we only have 4 sentences. We have our topic sentence in black, in purple, supporting detail number 1, blue, supporting detail number 2, brown, supporting detail number 3. So we need our last sentence, our closing sentence. So this is where we say the topic sentence in a different way because we're summarizing, we're closing everything up. So this is what I came up with. These, are just a few comprehension skills that make reading one of my favorite subjects. And then that's it. So in black, this is your closing sentence. So this is my closing sentence. These are just a few comprehension skills that make reading one of my favorite subjects. And this is it. So this is paragraph 2. So last week we did paragraph 1. So if you're going to write an essay, this will be our first paragraph. Our title is My Favorite School Subjects. This will be paragraph 1. Make sure that we indent. And then today we finished paragraph 2. Wasn't that bad, was it? Okay, so now we have 2 paragraphs under our belt. So next time I see you, we're going to be expanding this second detailed paragraph, the one that talks about text features. Sorry. The next time I see you, lost my train of thought. Next time I see you, we're going to be, our third paragraph is going to be all about art. So we're going to expand art and make art bigger, okay, with 5 sentences. So what I need for you to do now is whatever paragraph you wrote, I want you to go to your paragraph, think about your 3 subjects, and think about your paragraph number 2. So you're going to have to think about 3 things, just like I did, 3 things that you can put, that you can expand that paragraph. So whatever you did for sentence number 2, you can write that detail out. So supporting detail number 1, you're going to write that sentence out, and then have 3 examples to expand that sentence. Okay? And then we'll be working on paragraph number 2. So you're going to do this model, and then I want you to do paragraph number 2 like how I did it. Okay, so I hope that was straightforward. I look forward to seeing your paragraph number 2, how you made out, and I will see you in the next lesson. Bye.